everyone, my name's Laura and I'm the Specky Seamstress. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back. I managed to do 2 videos in a row. Amazing. Let's see how long it lasts. Fingers crossed, quite a while. Now, in my last video I did say that I was going to film a bit of a haul, as I've got loads of things to show you, but I haven't been very well over the weekend, and hauls are quite a lot of effort to film, and I don't mean that in the sense that the effort isn't worthwhile, but there's lots of things to gather and then you end up with loads of stuff at your feet which I've kind of ended up with anyway, but I kind of couldn't face getting all of the things together, so you'll have a haul maybe the weekend between Christmas and New Year. I'll film a little bit of a haul for you, but what I thought I would share with you is what I'm planning to sew between now and kind of January the 4th when I go back to work. So as always, I have lots of things that I've planned to sew, and I'll be surprised if I get all of them done. But while I've been busy with the business stuff, I have had loads of plans basically, and so I think I've got about 7 things that I want to show you that I want to make over the festive period. Now, the first one, I really need some basic long-sleeved tops. I like layering my pretty dresses over long-sleeve tops in the winter so that they don't just get worn in spring. So I have 4, maybe 5, 4 plain coloured, lime green, bright yellow, royal blue and red. Basically I'm going to kind of be a rainbow of plain tops that I just really need in my wardrobe. They won't take me very long to sew. I will probably use the Colette Moneta top, but I might use, I've just bought the Patterns for Pirates Heartlight, I want to say, the Heartlight top, which has loads of different variations of sleeve lengths and body length and neckline, and it's got a little roll neck and a mock roll. And I've been looking to replace some of my Tilly and the Buttons patterns, so I thought I would try that. So I might make that and see how it goes in those bright colours, and then I'll just have lots of brightness to wear underneath all of my summery clothes to make them winter appropriate. So that's number 1. I realise that's like 4 things but they really won't take very long to make, and will just be real staples in my wardrobe. I think one of the things I've been realising while I've been working from home a lot is that I really need some more practical clothing. Not that my clothing that I make is particularly unpractical, but I need those layering pieces that just help me stay warm, which is good, which is why I've been making jumpers. I am going to talk to you more about these. I made quite a few jumpers just to keep cozy but stay bright during working from home winter, and these have all gone down very well on Zoom meetings. So yeah, I've got that. So on the same vein of keeping warm and cozy, I'm also going to be making the Jennifer Lauren Handmade Juniper cardigan. Now I've been saying I want to make this cardigan for about a year, since Lynn, who is Old Soul, recommended the pattern to me when I was complaining that I couldn't find a cardigan pattern that was kind of more fitted. I didn't want a big baggy loose cardigan, although I'll get to that in a minute. She recommended it to me, and I do have this printed, so this section of the video is an ad PR product, because I have had these printed by Fabuloso, who I will link their details down below, but they're a reasonably new pattern printing company, and if you've been around this channel for a while, you'll know that I have had a lot of my patterns printed onto thick paper, and I really like the thick paper for things like pattern tests, where I know that I'm probably going to get a couple of copies and this won't be the final one and there'll be mistakes on it, and I can kind of be a bit rough and ready with it and I can make changes easily, but I'm kind of running out of space to store probably hundreds of patterns in thick paper. And it put me off getting new ones printed. And so when Fabuloso sent me a message to say, would you like to try our pattern printing service? I thought, well, yeah, this sounds good. And they come on thin pattern paper, but thick pattern paper. I'm a terrible marketer. So they come on pattern paper, but they're not super, it's not the super thin stuff you get in kind of the big 4 patterns. It's still got some substance to it. You're not going to kind of rip it. And I mean, it's testament, I've traced these patterns and I've been able to fold them back up and they don't look ridiculous. That's kind of a testament to that the paper still has some structure, but obviously takes up a lot less room. So I had the Juniper pattern printed because I've traced it off in my size, but I've now got a copy for me to make for other people, or to trace off a different size if I want a different fit or my body shape changes or whatever. And I think that for those kind of patterns that I know I'm going to want to not just cut my size and be done with it, I think that this is the way to go. I'm still going to print with the other pattern company sometimes when I want the thicker paper. It's just going to be a choice whether, like, what type of pattern paper I want these printed on. But the service is great. They print it the same day and send it. And there is a discount code for you if you would like to try out their pattern printing services, which I will pop across the screen now because I've forgotten what it is. Yeah. But yes, do give them a go if you're looking for someone to print on thinner paper. I know that quite a few fabric shops have started to do pattern printing recently, but I still find the pattern printing companies better value. That might be an unpopular opinion, but apologies. So yes, so I have the Juniper pattern printed and I've traced out my size, and I can't decide what fabric to use. I've actually ummed and ahed for so long that it's become a bit of an issue in my head as to what fabric to use, which is so stupid, because sweater knits are so hard to get in the UK, like nice sweater knits. And for a cardigan, I'm making the cropped long sleeve view of the Jennifer Lauren Handmade Juniper cardigan, and it's hard to get the right size, the right weight of sweater knit. And I have one really lovely sweater knit that I got from Sew Me Sunshine. It's one of their like eco, lensing fibres, gorgeous. Don't really want to use that for my first cardigan, because if I don't like the pattern or I need to make some tweaks or whatever, kind of want to have that flexibility. But I don't want to make it in anything too thick because it's like a cropped cardigan that's supposed to kind of go over a dress, not like a big chunky, really kind of cozy up kind of cardigan. And I have a blanket that I bought in IKEA a while ago that's got like, I'm going to find it for you. It was in the kids like bedding section, and it's this really lovely blanket. It's a proper, what I call, it's a knitwear thing, and it's got all this kind of random designs on it, and I'm tempted to use this, and this is what my husband thinks I should use because I tried to get him to make a decision for me. But I'm a little bit worried about using this as well, because although it wasn't particularly expensive, I do really like it. And also the Jennifer Lauren Handmade Juniper, which I feel like is quite a mouthful to say, it has saddle shoulders. So it's a really good colour blocking opportunity to have like the front pieces, just kind of like circling my boobs here, the front pieces in a different thing. And I feel like the pattern placement for this is going to be quite a challenge. Although most of it is this, so I could probably do all of the back and the sleeves in this, and then pattern place like this in the front bit. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe my husband is right. Let me know what you think about that, because I think this would be a really cute little cardigan to go over dresses that isn't plain. I'm usually a big plain cardigan girl. For someone who likes such bold prints everywhere else, cardigans, I don't know, I think because I like wearing them over a dress and my dress tends to be patterned, I think it will be like not too much, because I like pattern cardigans on other people, but I've never really been a big pattern cardigan person. But I think that will work over a pattern dress still and be really nice. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, let me know what you think. But I probably will have quite a lot left of this actually. It's like, I don't know, 120 by 150. I have to have a look at the patterns. Anyway, some of you know that I've been doing some fit work for Jennifer Lauren for their extended sizing range. The Juniper is not being extended right now, but I am making it in the original sizing because I like a closer fit cardigan for this sort of style, so I'm not too worried about it being a little bit snug across the chest, because actually I tend to wear them open anyway. So anyway, that's the second thing. Long sleeve tops, cardigan. If the Juniper cardigan works for me, and I'm so excited of its potential, I have a lot more planned. That's all I'm going to say. I found some amazing sweater knits on myfabrics.co.uk. Hamburger Lieber, which I've said wrong, have some really lovely ones, but they're like £20 or £22 a metre. And what I want to find is some plain sweater knits. That My Fabrics also have some like recycled polyester plain sweater knits that I might buy some of just to see what it's like. See if it's too sweaty. And then colour block with the cool Hamburger Lieber kind of like patterned sweater knits, because you actually only need half a metre if you're just doing the two front pieces. Which is quite exciting because it's a saddle shoulder, so the front piece kind of starts here and it's cropped, and it has a cuff as well, like a cuff. I was going to call it a waist cuff, which is a sign that I need more tea. A waistband, so it's actually like the front piece is actually pretty small. Oh, that was difficult to say. Let's move swiftly on. The next thing that I'm going to make is more rose shorts. So I spoke about rose shorts in my last pattern, my last video. And I have two pairs of the rose pattern that I would like to make. One I've already cut out. It's in this, oh, that's upside down. This parrot needle cord that I bought from the Maker's Merchant, who were at the time Lubadoo Fabrics, which I love and has been in my stash for 18 months. Oh, I've just dropped everything. And I've already cut that out, so that's going to be a little pair of shorts. I think that will be so nice with a fun t-shirt. So I'm quite excited about that. And then I also want to try the pyjama version that I spoke to you about also in the last video, which I have this brushed cotton check for, which was a duvet cover that my friend sent me. I'm actually wearing the other pair of pyjamas that I made from the other side, which was striped, which you can just about see there. And it's a beautiful brushed like flannel cotton, so I'm going to make my pair of pyjamas from that, which I need to cut out later today. I've just lobbed so much stuff through a Kallax box that I'm going to have to sort out later, but that's a later Laura problem. So I mentioned cute t-shirts. One of the things I want to do over the festive period is another quite quick project, but oh, I'm flinging more stuff everywhere, but a bit of a refashion. So I've bought two t-shirts recently that don't fit me that well. This one I bought from T-Mill. It says "Girls will be girls, brave, adventurous, strong," and I really love it, but I bought it as a classic women's fit tee and it came as a 2XL men's t-shirt, which I was a bit confused by. Yeah, anyway. And also this, which is from Full Bodied Becca on Instagram. She sells these awesome t-shirts that say "Diet Culture Dropout," which I love. But I'm going to turn both of these into raglan tees because I think they'll be cute and get more wear. So this was in the second sale that Full Bodied Becca had, and that was my plan straight away. So I've got the XL there, and I can't decide whether to use a colour. I'm a bit of a... For someone who likes colour, I can never think of a raglan tee with coloured sleeves, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's no logical reason that would be a weird thing, but for me, it is. But I'm thinking, I don't think red, because I think that'd be too much. But I have like this greeny type colour, not the luminous green I showed you, but I have like a sagey green colour that I thought might work. Or I could do yellow, actually. So I'm going to cut the front panel. I'm probably going to use the Patterns for Pirates Slim Fit raglan. So I have 3 more things to show you. Like I said, I'm not going to get all of these done, but I'm quite enjoying having a bit of a list of quite different projects that I can decide what I'm in the mood for, because to be honest, I've got to say what I'm in the mood for at the minute. So I have, it's on the same hanger because as the luminous green, because they came from the same place, but I think they're going to go really well together. I have this jersey with bright pink and purple retro dinosaurs on. This is from Little Darling Fabrics. I am a brand ambassador, brand enthusiast for Little Darling Fabrics, but I bought this myself and I can't decide what to make with it, so I'd quite like some help. I think I have 1.5 meters, but Little Darling Fabrics jerseys are like 160 or 165 wide, so I can get quite a lot from it. I think I bought 1.5 meters thinking I would make like a strappy cami dress that I could wear a t-shirt underneath, a long sleeve t-shirt underneath, but then wear in the summer as well. But it's so cold at the minute, the thought of making a cami dress is a bit unappealing. So let me know, shall I just go ahead and do that? Shall I put it away in a bit of a stash? Because it's black background, I feel like it would look really cool layered up and like wintry, big boots. But I can't decide. But I'd like to do something with this because I bought it. I was so excited when I bought it, and it deserves to get used. The next thing, I said there were 3 things to show you because I counted 3 things, and now I can only count that one. One of the things that I am making that is sort of a bit of a secret, but not really a secret. I'm pattern testing at the minute. That's the secret bit. And I'm hacking the pattern a little bit. So I'm reaching across my table. It's really bad filming prep. I am quilting a lining for something that I am pattern testing out of the corner scraps from my bias binding business. And it's sort of going to be like a memory of all of the designs from my crowdfunder. And I'm very excited by it. I have some plain squares as well, 1 of each design. So I have 28 of these squares that I need to piece together and quilt. I'm waiting on the lining, the batting to come. But it's kind of the first time I've really done any piecework, and I'm quite excited about doing some more. So, you know, just to add to my list of things that I want to do. So yeah, I'm quite excited about that. I'm gonna get cracking with that as soon as it comes. And I am hoping, so the pattern is being released early January. I already have 1 version that I'm really excited to show you, and I think that version will be finished for launch, providing the batting comes in time, because it's a nice quick make, and I'm very excited about it. It's going to be very extra. I think I'm going to make it reversible so that I can wear it with all of the bias binding on the outside. I might not do that often outside the house, but it will be really fun. And the last thing I remembered, I'd covered it up, is the problem. Oh, not that I can find it. I am making, I've got it cut out already, these are my leftovers, Athena Cuckoo patterns, or AK patterns, Adriana Skirt, in this black and white polka dot cotton sateen that I got from Oso, Home Sewn. I can't remember, I got it quite a long time ago. Because a polka dot skirt is a classic, and I think will be really useful with some of those t-shirts as well. So I've got quite a lot on my plans. I have this cut out. I've been telling Kate from In a Haystack, because I got the pattern from the Haystack pack like early last year. I've been telling Kate for
basically like 9 months. I'm gonna make the Adriana this weekend, and I keep not doing it, and I don't really know why. I have hacked it a little bit. So the Adriana skirt is a side seam zip, invisible zip, or it might be at the back, the invisible zip, but anyway, I've changed it to have a Flint, Megan Nielsen Flint waistband, so it opens up pockets. The Adriana doesn't have pockets, but I've added them, and yeah, it has pockets and a button-up waistband, just because I prefer that, and I need pockets anyway, so I might as well make a feature of them. I actually really want to try the Adriana with the rose waistband with the elasticated back, but I want to try it first kind of a little bit more as it was intended, to see the fit and things. So yeah, that's quite a pile of sewing to do. But I've spent some of the weekend, while I haven't been feeling very well, doing quite a lot of like some of the legwork for the business. I've cut a lot of fabric ready to process, which means that everything is stored neater. I say that the sewing room is still a mess, but it's kind of better than it was, so that I can actually spend a bit of Christmas doing some sewing for me. I've got lots and lots and lots of other things that I want to sew, but I've tried to be a little bit prioritised and focused on the things that I want. In reality, I think that if I get a couple of long sleeve tops made, the cardigan and the skirt, then I'll be really happy. But we shall see. I'd love to hear down in the comments box what you guys are sewing over the festive period, if you're sewing at all. Are any of you still sewing gifts? I haven't made any handmade gifts this year. I'm not seeing anybody anyway. Probably should have made my husband something, because I've been telling him I would for ages, but with the business launch, it's just been too busy to make handmade gifts for people. But I don't feel guilty about that at all. So there you go. Don't have to feel guilty about it if you haven't made anything handmade this year for gifts. But do let me know what you're up to over the festive break, and I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Until next time, bye!